Sushmita Mazumdar, and I am so excited to see Columbia Pike Arlington here in Richmond because I haven't been to Richmond much before. And so to come in here and see all of this from my part of America in Richmond is really cool. I know these signs, I know these buildings, I know that beauty salon, I know that plaza. That there used to be a shaved ice truck in the summer. I used to take the kids there. I saw my parents were visiting from India, and at that farmers market, I took them to visit. There was a lady selling these yellow flowers, and my dad just jumped up and he said, "Those are pumpkin flowers." And my mom is like, "Really?" And we bought the whole bunch. And the lady was just looking at us and saying, "What are you going to do with it?" And my mom said, "We dip it in batter and we fry it. It's a delicacy from India." And the lady said, "It's a delicacy from my country in South America too." I love this photograph. This is by Dewey, and I love it because uh, it's a mix of Bangladeshi dancers. I am Bengali, so I speak the same language as Bangladeshis, but I also learned dance when I lived in India, so I have my own bells or gurus, we call them in Hindi. And this is alta, this red dye that we put on our feet on auspicious occasions or during a dance performance. So I find a lot of things from my childhood and my life in India come together in this picture, and I love the blue. I love that color. This is a project I did for Arlington Arts in again 2016 called Columbia Pike Recipes for You, a community book art project. And the idea behind this was Arlington Arts curator Cynthia Connolly was at my studio, and we were just brainstorming on different projects we can do in the community. And she said, a project I would love to have done is, get recipes from these ethnic food restaurants that are on Columbia Pike. But she said, who has the time for that? And I said, I have the time for that because I'm really interested as an immigrant who decided to live in Arlington. I'm really interested in the recipes, and not just recipes, but the stories of the restaurant owners. And so she said, really? Okay, write up the proposal and let me see what it looks like. So the two things I wanted to do specifically is, get the recipes, but also ask people in the community which are their favorite restaurants, so that I go in there with a story already. My friend KK told me that she has literally raised her children here. So what is the story? And the restaurant owner, he said, "Oh yeah, we know KK. She's been coming here for so many years." So with that, into her story, she shared her story with me. I took a picture of her and her sister, because oftentimes we go to restaurants and we like ethnic food and we might be very knowledgeable, but we don't really know the stories of the owners of the restaurants. So as I did this project, I met 12 restaurant owners, and I found out that 9 of them had actually finished high school from Arlington, and they were still in Arlington. So that is an incredible story of community. So in this project, I had a big display board where all these different 12 recipes were displayed, and people could look at that and take a recipe that they liked or a recipe that they'd never tried before. And they made a book, it assembled it and tied it into a book, as I'm also a book artist, using a cinnamon stick or a wooden spoon or chopsticks. And that way they took home a book with the recipes they were interested in and with the stories connected to Columbia Pike. So I'm really excited that Barbara decided to put it in here as part of the story of the Pike.